The Washington County Fair usually has thousands of people flocking down to Richmond. Artie Taft is telling us how they have to do things a little bit differently and how they're flocking this year.
These are representatives from the Washington County Fair. We have Roxanne Nelson, Ashley Sears, and Mike Camacho. The good news is the fair's happening this year. The bad news is it's going to be a little bit different. So Roxanne, how is the Washington County Fair going to be different this year?
So this year, because of the COVID-19 pandemic, we are not actually able to open live. So it's going to be a virtual event. So every day that the fair would normally run, we are going to be having live entertainment and contests rolling in the afternoon for a couple of hours. So we're asking patrons who would normally come to the fair to submit videos and enter the contests that are online available on our website so that they can still participate in our fair even though it's virtual.
And Ashley, one of the contests is going to be a princess contest, and there are also going to be a bunch of games for kids. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so we decided to, I decided to pick up different games that the kids and the parents could do from home, like inside, outside, safely. And then the Queen and Princess contest, my other two sisters usually run. And we're changing it up this year. The girls are going to be able to run next year. But so even if the age cutoff is like 21, we're going to let that girl who wanted to run this year run again. So it'll be fun to see what the kids can do at home with their parents and what they can build. We're doing like forts and stuff like that. So different games that you'd see down at the fair, you could do at home.
And Mike, the 4-H contest, which is kind of the staple of the whole fair, is still going to be happening virtually. So if you have a beautiful sheep or a gorgeous goat, they're going to get in touch with you. Tell us how that's going to work.
Yeah, it was sad when we found out the fair couldn't happen because a lot of these kids spend up to a year getting their projects ready, whether it be a cow or a sheep or a dog, training them to be at the fair or some kind of craft. So we've set up a number of ways they can participate. One of which, if they have an animal, we're still going to be doing some kind of display by breed, like an exhibit of what they would normally show. So for the cow, dairy, goat, dog, all the different breeds, are going to be able to send in a video with how they would normally show and introduce themselves and their animal, that we're going to put together a video by type of animal. And then we're also doing several of the other contests that the 4-H got to do annually, like the best photo contest or best grown vegetable. Have them submit pictures of those so that we can still judge them for prizes that they'll be able to win. So,
Roxanne, what are the dates and how can people find out all about it? I assume on your website. Tell us all about it.
Yes, so our website is WashingtonCountyFair-RI.com, and the dates of the fair are August 12th through the 16th.
Mike, there are usually lots of bands and music and other stuff going on down at the fair. So what's going to happen this year?
Yeah, it was a shame because we had already had a great lineup for 2020 that we've had to adjust once we weren't opening the fair. So we still wanted to give people something they could watch virtually. So every night we're going to be having 1 hour of live stream music.
And you can find out all about this year's version of the Washington County Fair on their website, which is WashingtonCountyFair-RI.com. And we were just talking, inspired by our director, Doug, who speaks to us through the ear. He's like, I love me some fair food.
I
and
do.
You said you did.
I do.
I don't.
There are certain things that I really, really love. And I remembered once a summer when I would go to Martha's Vineyard and there was a fair there, I would always get my doughboy, or what do they call it?
It's a very Rhode Island thing.
Yes. Massachusetts, I think they call it funnel cake. Yes, thank you.
Funnel cake.
Funnel
Yes,
cake,
yeah.
or fried dough, whatever. It's always a doughboy to me.